Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Police are on the lookout for a man who robbed the Red Rock Resort early Friday. Police records show it happened in the overnight hours at the gaming property on West Charleston Boulevard. Police described the robber as a medium-built man in his 30s or 40s driving a small, burnt orange or red pickup. Anyone with info who wants to remain anonymous can call Crime Stoppers. And new details emerge in the case involving a woman accused of extorting $12 million from a Las Vegas businessman. Review-Journal's Renee Semmerauer has the details from the police report and court records. Renee?
Yeah, Jen, 30-year-old Ava Blige of Las Vegas was charged September 30th with 27 felonies in this case. She's accused of threatening to reveal the anonymous businessman's personal secrets. Now, according to the police, she received cryptocurrency, luxury vehicles, and an interest in a $1.8 million property at Mount Charleston to keep quiet. But there's more. District court filings also indicate that Las Vegas businessman Christopher Terry has sued Blige over a business deal involving a Mount Charleston property and payments made to keep his personal information confidential.
You know, you have a lot of money flying around here, and you also have a lot of folks who want to keep it a secret as to what the particulars are here.
Police have reviewed the content of the anonymous businessman's phone and found 25,000 text communications between him and Blige. At one point, according to the warrant, Blige told the businessman, whatever Ava wants, Ava gets. Jen?
And this week's Clark County School Board meeting lists 4 items related to Superintendent Jesus Jara's terminated contract, including one that could restore him to his post. Other items include a vote on an interim superintendent selection process and whether to pick an outside expert to investigate Jara's allegations of a hostile work environment. In Health, sponsored by 4M Dental, Love Your Smile Again. A new public health center is coming to East Las Vegas. The Southern Nevada Health District will open the East Las Vegas Public Health Center Thursday on East Bonanza Road, replacing its old location. And health officials are reporting 3 out of Clark County's 4 key COVID metrics rising over the weekend. Clark County reports more than 1,000 new cases and 24 deaths, and the test positivity rate climbing by 0.2% to 6.8%. Now to your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour's here for you. We're looking at a partly cloudy night with temps in the 60s, expected to cool to the 50s overnight. On Tuesday, your forecast is looking cloudy in the morning, then sunny by the afternoon hours, with a high of 74 and low of 49 degrees. The weather should stay similar all week with highs in the 70s, some clouds here and there, and light breezes. In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. The Jonas Brothers family plans to open a restaurant on the Strip filled with Southern comfort foods. Its signature menu item, chicken and dumplings. Named after the Jonas Brothers' great-grandmother, Nellie's Southern Kitchen is set to open at MGM Grand early next year. And the numbers show the World Series of Poker's main event is back in a big way. The Texas Hold'em tournament at the Rio has drawn more than 6,600 players, and the prizes are big too. Each player making the final table will get at least $1 million, and the winner will walk away with $8 million.
It's time for your sports update, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. More bad news for the Raiders coming off of Sunday's 41-14 loss to the Chiefs. Fullback ALEC INGOLD will miss the remainder of the season with a torn ACL. INGOLD suffered the injury while covering a punt during Sunday's loss. In addition to his key role on offense, INGOLD was a vital performer on special teams.
It's a big loss to us. Certainly not only in offense, but what he did for us in the kicking game. You know, when he went down, we had to make all kinds of adjustments, and I did a poor job with that on the punt team and gave up a little bit of a tip punt, put our defense in a bad field position to defend that as well. So it's a big loss, again, not only as a player, but who he is and what he brings to our team in a leadership role and just in the role that he plays as a man.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Cincinnati Bengals are consensus 1-point favorites over the Raiders at Las Vegas Sportsbooks in Sunday's game at Allegiant Stadium. The total is 49. Both teams have lost 2 straight after starting 5-2 and are coming off of blowout losses. The Bengals were routed 41-16 by the Browns, while the Raiders were handed a 41-14 loss by the Chiefs.
In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, a milestone moment for the Mob Museum. This lucky gentleman was honored as the 3 millionth visitor in the museum's history. Nevada residents got free admission also today to commemorate the day in 1950 when the U.S. Senate held a hearing on organized crime in the building that now houses the museum. And a merger involving a Wynn Resort subsidiary is called off. According to Wynn Resorts, Wynn Interactive mutually agreed to end its $3.2 billion merger with blank check company Austerlitz's acquisition. This comes just days after CEO Matt Maddox announced he would be departing come January. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Glittering Lights at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Who says you have to wait for Taco Tuesday to enjoy a taco? Desert Breeze Park hosted the Tacos and Tamales Festival over the weekend, offering all sorts of tasty treats along with music and kids rides.
And here we have the different types of meat, which is asada and pastor. And pastor.
Clark County Parks and Recreation sponsored the event. Also this past weekend, not just one, but 2 slots players became millionaires. First, at Treasure Island, a Players Club member was playing a Buffalo Grand Progressive machine and won more than $1 million. The lucky winner chose to remain anonymous. And the second at Circa, the CEO posting this video on Twitter of himself and Nikki from SoCal, who also won over $1 million playing a Wheel of Fortune slot machine. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.